Let me tell you what, this is like flying to space because I get scared with my cars on these roller wheels. But she's cool. Okay, I need to put this baby in neutral. Let me tell you what, I'm going through the car wash, but I had a thought and I wanted to share it. What else is new? Here's the deal. This is a shout out real quick, right quick, about dogs, pets. I met this lady today. She moved into my place and she's had a dog for like 9 years. Okay, it's a boy. He's older. She shaved him, cut him all cute and everything. He probably could have used a bath. He had a little odor on him. I'm sensitive to pet smells, dogs. But listen, you don't want to mess with people that got dogs and pets because guess why? They adore them. I want to respect people that have dogs, but they do get smelly. Look at here. Not to change the subject or anything, but if you wash your car, make your bed, you take care of things, you'll have a better day. But back to the dogs. People that own dogs and pets and stuff, they say that they live longer, okay? If you really love your dog, guess what you'll do? You will give it a middle name. Did you know I found that out as well? But dogs and stuff, they're a lot of responsibility like a child. A lot of people don't think so, but I've seen people that tap out, okay? They get a dog, they get a pet, and they're like, damn, it was fun at first, but now it ain't. Well, you better think about it, okay? You too better do what you got to do because you will be held accountable for being cruel to an animal. I got news for you. But anyhow, they say all dogs go to heaven. Some folks don't believe it, but they're here for a reason, to give love, guard. But there's some mean ones out there as well. Them pit bulls, Miss Cool don't care for it. And everybody says, well, it's how they're raised and this and that. But that's another subject, just like a rooster. A rooster will chase you too. But dogs and things, I had a boyfriend I dated years back, and he did own a pet store. Okay, he was a coal miner. And he owned a pet store, and he said that he saw all the excitement, you know, when someone would buy a pet in the pet store. Regardless, it was a fish, a hamster, a turtle, a bird. When they walked out, he thought, I hope they take care of them. Why? Because he owned a pet store. Why? Because in life we see how people treat pets. If you treat a dog good, I bet you'd treat a baby good. You better. But as far as like cleaning up a dog mess and all, nowadays they have like, you know, bags all around for animals. But somehow, okay, let me just change this up. See this big thing coming at me right here? This is what they used to polish shoes with back in the day. They did. Look at here. Look. They have them in airports and stuff like that. People's shoes shining and all. It's kind of freaky, huh? Wash your car today. Wash your dog. They got dog places where put your dog in a dog wash. I don't know if y'all have seen them. Say go, let's head out. They got dog washes, car washes, foot washes. I mean, for some of you folks, you might think I'm all over the place, but I'm really not. Like my dad was kind of cruel. He was like, Pamela. I said, what, Pa? He goes, you know, you're like horse shit. You're everywhere. But I don't think horse shit's everywhere. So see what I'm saying? People can be really rude to you when you're growing up, and so they leave an imprint. So what you do with these imprints, you just push them out. You just say, hey, you know what? I'm not horse shit. Even though my father said I was everywhere and looked and acted and was like that. But back to dogs and horses and things of that nature. It happens, okay? We got to respect dogs, but sometimes they do get on my nerves. As a matter of fact, this car wash I'm at, dogs are everywhere, okay? Do you see right there? I'm gonna turn. You see all of that? Well, a lady was vacuuming her car out. Let me cut this off. She was cutting her car off, and she let her dog out there to pee, poop, or whatever it wanted to do. I did watch. It's not like I'm nosy, you guys. I'm not trying to be nosy. I make observations. So this observation, this day, same place, same bat time. That was Batman. A lady let her dog out, and I thought, well, the dog's probably just going to pee. Sure enough, it pooped. Did she clean it up? No. So I just nicely said, hey, yo, because she was like right there. I said, are you going to clean that up, honey? Do you need a bag? And she goes, do you have one? And I, okay, Pamela, you've said enough. You got to go. Because, you know, people are going to do what they want to do. You just have to witness it, not let it affect you, hope that it snows, it rains. But hey, back to the pets, owning a pet, even a fish, it's a responsibility. It's alive. Its heart's beating. A parakeet has 8 drops of blood. Come on, you guys. Let's be realistic here. All right? If you can't handle taking care of a pet, know it. Don't be like that. Don't be cruel to animals. And certainly give them a name. And if you really love your dog, you'll give them a middle name. But anyhow, it's a good day. If Miss Cool could have a pet, I'd like to get some training for a horse. But it'd have to be a gentle, kind one that was kind of older. You know, it's not going to just take off, because I've been on a horse before and they know if you're scared too. Dogs know if you're scared. You know, 4th of July comes around, it's very torturous to them. But they could break glass and jump right out of the room. But it's just how, we relate. And if I could own any type of pet, are you ready for this? I'd want a parrot. They are very intelligent. They dance, they talk. They're kind of funny, but they could squawk a lot and get on your nerves. But you have a wonderful day. It was my little chit-chat on pets, animals, and don't force your dog on others, especially if they stink. The lady in my place, she had kind of a little bit of a stinky dog, but I didn't want to hurt her feelings and all, because she had 2 coats on it. One, first sweater was okay. Then she said she leaves that one on. I could tell she loved her animal, And then she put another sweater on top of the dog named Blue. I told her my granddaughter's name's Tilly Blue, but the point is, what I'm saying is, she's taken very, very good care of her dog. It was like a little poodle mix. But she had him all shaved up real cute. She didn't mess with the eyebrows, so he had a lot of expression. But it's interesting seeing animals. I've had a few not cool calls, on the trail with people with their animals. Sometimes people use animals to scare you. I was walking by real quick up the canyon, and this girl had a couple of Dobermans, and I was like, whoa. I don't want to be on here too long, but Dobermans, I don't like them. Why? Because when I was young, I stayed in this trailer in Florida when I was about 13, 12, and my friend in the middle school out in Florida, I spent the night there at her trailer, and we were in her room and the door shut, and we went to go fall asleep. By the way, don't let your children spend the night at people's homes. Just don't. They got their own bed. They can play all day with these kids, but then let them stay in their own house. People that let their children just go all over the place and spend the night in people's houses, they put their faces on other kids' pillows. Some could be teenagers. Back to the dogs. These Dobermans she had, there was probably 3 of them, the dark one and the red one they have. They were going up and down. They could smell somebody who knew was in the trailer. Trust me, I had to go to the bathroom. I was young. I wouldn't open that door. You could hear them back and forth. So, we have experiences in our life. We have fears. There's a story behind the story. Always know, Dobermans can be pit bulls. I mean, if you guys want to argue about a dog and you want to represent your pit bull, get online, see what they can do, power up on them, do what you got to do. I don't want to be alone with a pit bull that don't know me. I don't want to meet one. I'll avoid it because I choose to. Okay? I choose to not eat pork. People can say, biblically, Christians can say, you got dominion over anything. You can eat everything. It's my choice. What if it doesn't have anything to do with the Bible? Don't try to guilt me. So do what you need to do today. Try to stay healthy. Come on here. I talked to you guys about pets. My son Ryan says, Mommy, you weave like Donald Trump. I don't care what I do. It's what I want to do. So when you're defining other people, either cough, say you have to go to the bathroom, or leave, but let other people share what they want to share with other people about animals and pets, because it's very important to identify your dog. And right before you get off, the special stories are these police officers that have dogs and then they have to part ways, they cry. They train dogs to smell drugs. This one dog walked so far to find its owner. Did you hear about it? You guys always have. They're remarkable. They walk so far, their pads on their feet hurt. There's so many things going on with animals. All I can tell you is be kind. Don't be cruel. Make sure your animals have water, shelter, because a dog's teeth can chatter too. Don't think that a dog don't get cold in these states. Put hay in those igloo. They got igloo dog houses. Some people don't take care of their animals, you know. Back to the boyfriend I had that owned the pet store. He would stand there after people would buy pets, he said. They were all excited, and then the newness wears off. That could happen with a child as well. Know what you're getting into. Be real. And have a wonderful day. It's Miss Cool. I'm all over the place, but I'm certainly not horseshit like my dad said.